Hey everyone, Miss M here, and today I have a special guest. This is Marco the monkey, played by my mom. This is Mrs. M, everybody. Say hi. I miss you all. I hope you're all staying home, staying safe and healthy, taking care of each other. And I'm glad that I have a guest here, because I can hardly even remember what day it is right now. But I know that there was something really important that we were learning about before we went on break. I think it was a country. I know, it was Ethiopia. Yeah, Marco? No? Okay. It must be Australia.
No,
Not that one either. Can you give me a hint, Marco?
it's Brazil!
You're right, thank you, Marco. We were learning about Brazil and all the wonderful diversity there. That means all the different plants and animals that live there. In fact, we were just learning about the rainforest.
Hey, I live there.
You do?
I live in the canopy and spend my days jumping around and swinging and looking for food.
That's awesome. So we have an expert right here with us. Today, Marco, I want to find out about the animals that live in the rainforest and why they live where they do. Can you help me?
Sure. Well, for starters, the rainforest has layers, kind of like a cake. The emergent layer is like the frosting on a cake. It is way up high, like the tallest building in Syracuse. If I move down from the emergent layer, I find the canopy. The understory is under that, and last, on the bottom, is the ground, the forest floor.
Okay, thank you, Marco. All right, kids, if you want to follow along, you're going to want to pause the video right now and grab a pen and paper or something to write with, and I'll wait until you come back. Okay, welcome back, kids. So, to review what Marco was just saying, the emergent layer starts way up high. It gets the most sun, but it also gets really, really strong wind, so only the strongest plants and trees can live up here. Big birds of prey,
Oh, scary.
like the harpy eagle, live up here too. If they lived any further down, they would get hurt when they tried to fly and hunt. Bugs and butterflies also live in this layer and feed off the nectar from flowers that need the sun. Next comes the canopy layer.
Where are they?
Yes, Marco, it's your home. This is about 100 to 150 feet up, so like a 15-story building. There are lots of plants in here because there's still plenty of sun and lots of rain. Because of all the food, most of the jungle animals, more than 90%, live in the canopy. These include... Hey kids, sorry for the technical difficulty. Just in case you missed that last bit, we were discussing how the sunlight reaches the canopy, creating lots of food, and because of this, about 90% of the animals, including monkeys and birds, make their home here. The next layer is the understory. This layer is very dark and humid, which means there's a lot of water in the air. Very little sunlight makes it to the understory through the leaves in the canopy. Lots of animals like snakes, frogs, and insects make their homes here. There are lots of big snakes in the rainforest called constrictors. You've heard of boa constrictors, haven't you? Instead of biting their prey, they give it a very hard squeeze. The bottom layer is the forest floor. It gets a tiny bit of sun, about 2%. Imagine if you had 100 pieces of sunlight and only 2 of them got to the floor. It can also take 10 minutes for rain to make its way from the emergent and canopy layers to the ground. Big cats like jaguars make their homes here, as well as smaller animals like the capybara. There are also lots of insects, worms, and fungi, which are like mushrooms, that live here and break down the waste. So to review, The emergent, very high up, lots of sun and wind. The canopy, gets lots of sun, has lots of food, and holds most of the animal life. The understory is dark and damp, holds snakes and frogs and bugs. And the floor gets very little sunlight, has big predators like jaguars, and decomposers like mushrooms and worms. And that's it, the layers of the rainforest. Thank you, kids. Hope you enjoyed it.